here are a few things that have helped me immensely when deepening my meaningful relationships. People can only love you to the same level to which they have self-love. And when it comes to communication, they can only communicate to their current level of self-awareness. And this one is crucial. They can only behave to the level of their current healed trauma.
Is it necessary that every single person on this planet expresses every single opinion that they have on every single thing that occurs all at the same time? Is that necessary? Or to ask it a slightly different way, can anyone shut the fuck up?
Last week, Wall Street Journal reported that Alex Cooper, Call Her Daddy, was going to Spotify. It looks like today that was made official.
Yeah, and that report, so we knew this coming. I'm very happy with the way this deal went down. We wanted to keep her, clearly. She's a monster. For that reason that she's a monster, she got big offers from Spotify, and the rumors are $20 million. I believe that's per year. I believe Alex would have taken a discount, a hometown discount, to stay with us. She has agents, and rightfully so, and the agents are tough, and a lot of it, I think, is guaranteed. Like, up front, I think that was the right deal for her. Spotify, it always helps more the company that you're going to because you're bringing audience over, right? Where I think we really got what I love is we're still doing all the Call Her Daddy merch. This is the nature of the beast. You sign somebody who is unknown, she explodes. It's no different than an athlete contract. After 3 years, now obviously got hairy when we had that blow up. She was always going to make millions. She was that big. She has like Rogan-esque numbers. I am pretty happy with the way this all shook out. And we're going to closely work with her with the merch and an unnamed project that will hopefully be out within the next year or so.
But the best thing that happened to me, no one helped me. No one felt sorry for me. No one looked at me and said, like this day and age, they'll take you in and they'll tell everybody, stop picking on this person. Back then, they didn't care.
Hey, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. You've already won so many wars, battled countless demons, and you're still standing. Why stop now when you've already won? You've passed every obstacle, and that reward that you've been asking for is at the finish line. All you have to do is keep going. I think I'm falling for you. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
It's not the opinion of others that bother me, it's the opinion of myself. So are there any strategies for blocking out the negative opinion oneself can have about themselves?
Absolutely. Either your mother or your father put that negative opinion about yourself in your head. Once you realize that that's true, then you stop shitting on yourself and realize somebody else made you do that, and you start the process of loving yourself. We are not born to think we suck. It is instilled in the insecurities or negativities of the people around us. And by the way, this doesn't mean you should hate your parents. They were doing that because that happened to them. But you need to understand that that voice is not in your head.
between fault and responsibility. She kept talking about how something was somebody's fault. It's somebody's it was like, it don't matter whose fault it is that something is broken if it's your responsibility to fix it. For example, it's not somebody's fault if their father was an abusive alcoholic, but it's for damn sure their responsibility to figure out how they're going to deal with those traumas and try to make a life out of it. It's not your fault if your partner cheated and ruined your marriage, but it is for damn sure your responsibility to figure out how to take that pain and how to overcome that and build a happy life for yourself.
Feel it coming in the air. Hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill.
If you're an adult and you trust, it's often because if you're an actual adult, it's you willingly open yourself up, knowing that you could be hurt, right? Because you're not naive anymore. So you decide to trust and you say, I'll open myself up. And I know that I'm laying myself open to you if you choose to use that power. And then that's a good thing to know. You know, if you've been hurt as a child or hurt as a naive person, you might say, well, why should I ever trust again? Which is a really good question. And the answer is the reason you trust again once you're an adult is because you're courageous. You're courageous. It's an act of courage to trust. And the reason it's useful is because if you trust someone, you open the door to reciprocity and negotiation and cooperation, and you entice the best part of the person forward. And so it's a courageous act.
Nobody's gonna tell her. She's gonna let her find out on her own.
I just personally think it's so wrong if you know someone is in love with you and someone cares about you so much and you convince them that you feel the same way about them and then just leave them. Like, I really don't understand how someone can do that and have a conscience and still do that. Like, why would you not just be straight with them from the start? Because now they have to just feel all of this upset and heartbreak and you get to just live life as normal, and I don't know, it just sucks.
Looking back on it, I just remember the good stuff. You know, he did drop the odd pearl.
Yeah? Like what?
No amount of money ever bought a second of time.
Smart guy.
Did his best.
You know, you have to look for that little bit of sparkling crystal in the darkness when things are bad. You have to look and see where things are still beautiful and where there's still something that's sustaining. And you know, you narrow your time frame and you be grateful for what you have, and that can get you through some very dark times.
To this day, to this day, to this day.
Somebody came to my office the other day crying. I said, look, don't cry to give up, cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain, you already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed.